massive power in this war rig, friends. Massive power. It's literally Mad Max. Friends, as the sun sets on yet another day in the midst of this war, and that's for me 550 days, I just am looking and saying, so many young men and women, that's right, women too, are called upon to be brave in this time and be determined and faces set like flint to get our brothers and our sisters home. Innocent men and women, children who are held there in these tunnels. And some of these tunnels, there's so many that are still not found yet, which we have to find and destroy and rescue the hostages from there. And right now, I'm looking at a potential ambush. Thousands of Palestinians are on their way to Rafah, Gaza from Egypt. IDF's got to be vigilant. We've got to be vigilant. Thousands and thousands of Egyptians are also flocking to Rafah border with tanks. And it's like, you know, ready there. And there was a call from like the Muslim Brotherhood, the Muslim world, saying, you know, let's be ready to do a jihad to make sure the IDF will not continue the job and complete the job in Gaza, which we need to do. We need to complete the job so it doesn't continue to plague us, this terrorism, this bloodthirsty, murderous terrorism that is infested Gaza. And let me tell you what, if we're careful, we can't be careful enough, and I need you to keep us in prayer. Israel's preparing for a massive Iranian strike. As the squeeze is happening, I know they do not want to give up their pursuit of nuclear weapons. And so there's a real threat here that they could strike us. They're threatening to strike us. And a senior Israeli official warns that Iran may launch hundreds and hundreds of missiles at Israel any day now. Is it before Passover, on Passover, when we're hopefully gathering together on a tank at home? I don't know where it would be when we're celebrating this Passover dinner. By the way, you're invited to join us online on Faithful Galileans for the Passover. I should be leading it. Okay? And we're preparing for an option that Israel could come under overwhelming amount of cruise missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, and they might try to stop the machine. So U.S. has deployed the THAAD, T-H-A-A-D air defense battery to go along with the air defense we have with the Arrow 3, along with the Iron Dome. I wish the Iron Beam was completely functional. It's getting there. You know, the laser system that the whole world's going to want. And the United States is being patient with Iran. They're trying to get them to just want to disarm from their nuclear aspirations. And Donald Trump's deadline they're right approaching the deadline. And he says all options are on the table. I like how he says it'd be better to negotiate than for the obvious to happen. What's the obvious? For U.S. and Israel to deal with that. And I just hope a regime change can happen, that new leadership would come into Iran that isn't apocalyptic, that isn't bloodthirsty, that isn't built off of trying to destroy Israel. You know, and I just think we're going to win this one. Isaiah 41 says, I have made you a new and a sharp threshing sled with double edges. You will thresh the mountains and pulverize them. You will rejoice in the Lord. You will glory in the Holy One of Israel. Guys, we serve the Holy One of Israel, so we're not afraid. We're not afraid of anything. Stand strong together, friends.